Alright, at this point you have 2 legs to your bear, and the last thing that you need to do is sew this gap up. So remember that long yarn tail that we left when we attached the second leg? We are going to use that now to whip stitch this seam closed. So thread the tapestry needle, and then if we did things correctly and place the legs in the correct positions, there should be an equal number of unworked stitches on each side of the body. So in this particular case, there should be 8. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's just confirm that the other side also has 8 unworked stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. And the reason why that's important is because those are the stitches that you want to line up when you are whip stitching this together. So as you can see, when you attach the leg, sometimes it really pulls on the stitch, which makes this big gap over here. But don't worry, we can use the whip stitch to close that. So that was one of the worked stitches. So I'm gonna find the equivalent on this side of the bear. And I'm just gonna put the needle through both equivalent sides of the bear and pull real tight. And you're probably gonna have to use your other hand to help keep the bear closed while you do this whip stitch, because it's quite a lot of tension right now when you don't have a full seam created yet. So we're just going to keep repeating that process of putting the needle through the one side of the body of the bear that's closest to you and out the corresponding stitch on the other side of the bear, the side that is further away from you. Whoops. And we're just pulling that real tight. This stitch is what is called the whip stitch. So again, let's move on to the next unworked stitch. And keep on repeating this until you've whip stitched the entire seam closed. So again, you'll see there's quite a big gap over here because where the legs join to the body, it really pulled on those stitches. So I'm going to whip stitch those stitches as well. And look at that. It makes the gap much less noticeable. And also, by the way, if you wanted to keep on stuffing your bear, that was your last chance to do it. So as you're whip stitching, as the bear becomes tighter and tighter, you might realize you actually wanted to put some more stuffing in there. And then the way that you end this, well, I like to just go through the last stitch one more time to make it extra secure. And then now we're going to hide the yarn tail as you normally would, which is by sticking the needle into where it came from and out some other point of the body so that the yarn tail gets tangled up in the stuffing inside. And I would recommend doing that a few times so that the yarn tail gets super tangled on the inside.